Hello, friends and yogis at a distance. It's Rev Shelley Dungan. I'm at a point and I am seated under my favorite tree. I like to think of it as my Bodhi tree. I receive a lot of inspiration and insight when I'm in the vicinity of this tree. So I thought it'd be a good place to make a short and sweet video for you. So please have a seat wherever you are. You know, if you have the ability to take your phone or your laptop outside in the yard and practice under a tree, maybe you would enjoy that. But we'll start with ankles crossed and sitting up tall, left hand over the heart, and a little bow here. Please breathe for you. Breathe for your well-being, for your ability to step away from life and drop into your sacred center. Breathe in a way that feels like it might fan into flame that inner light that's in you. And feel the moment presenting itself to you. Let's add the right hand. Let's breathe for the world, for the needs, for the rise of good and peacefulness, kindness, love, compassion. Let's take the hands together, your thumbs to your third eye, and let's invite the mind to become present. Even though it's a short practice, it could really shift things for you. It could give you clarity, can help your body ease your emotions. And then hands come to the knees, lean left, forward, and right, and we'll start to circle around. And in doing so, you want to keep on settling your hips and your lower body down toward the ground. Feel what's happening through the hips when you sit like this. And start to pay attention to your low back and just the whole length of your spine. Your rib cage, can you move your ribs around in a circular fashion? And how are your shoulders today? Next time you come forward, pause and lean left and back, right and forward. And the movement's great, but don't get so lost in movement that you forget the fundamental fact that breathing consciously, deeply, is perhaps one of the biggest parts of yoga. And let's just wind our way right back around to the center. Please take your right leg, extend it out in front of you, bend your left leg, and put your left heel just in front of your left sitting bone. Interlace your fingers on the front of your left shin. Take your elbows out to activate your arms. And as you push to the earth through the sole of your left foot and the back side of your right leg, sit up as tall as you can. And just keep sitting taller and taller and taller. And I feel you're activating your core. Your low belly and your low back are working together to create the lift, as are the sides of your waist. And you're still breathing. We're going to take it into a twist. Your right palm or hook your right forearm or elbow around the front of the knee. Your left hand comes behind you, either on the fingertips or palm down, and then create a nice deep twist here. When you breathe in, the belly is soft and open and the spine is tall. And then you breathe out. That's the twisting. That's the wringing. Good. Keep peeling the chest open. And you're finding that beautiful balance between effort and a little bit of ease in any given moment. Good. And then rewind back to center. Let's wrap the left arm around the front of the left knee and counter twist. Take your right hand behind you and now twist to the right, and you're twisting into all this open space. Sit up brightly through the right side body particularly. Feel the breath come and go through the nose. Have a soft and kind gaze to whatever you are looking at. Turn back to the center. Bring the soles of your feet together in a diamond shape. So the tighter you are, the further your feet will be out, most likely. A little looser. I'm kind of somewhere in between. Your feet are together. The hands land wherever they do. And press the knees to the side. Draw the chest forward. Look down. To any degree, press your thigh bones out to the sides. Lift and bring the chest forward. And then lastly, drop the head. Soften the interior of your mouth. Soften your facial muscles. And we sit ourselves back up. Left leg comes out in front. Right leg bends. Interlace your fingers on the front side of the shin. Sit up tall. Use your arms a little bit. Press to the earth through your lower body. And just keep sitting taller. Without lifting your chin, reach up through the top of your head. Feel the circumference of your waist energized, a little taller. And taking our twist with the palm or hooking the elbow, twist right. Right hand behind you and start that rotation. In breath, soft belly. Exhale, squeeze and rotate. Working within your range of motion. Doing what feels just right for you, moment by moment. Counter twist. Wrapping with the right. Left hand behind. Twist left. Keep sitting up tall. You can push into that back hand to help you do that. Good. Back to front, wide straddle. Feet wide, wide apart. Take the padding in the buttocks, pull back a little bit. Slide your hands down your legs or put them out in front of you and fold. Good. Soften the tight muscles in the backs of the legs and the inseam of the legs. Good. Walk your hands back together. Good. We're going to come into a little squat. So we're going to pull the feet in, going to tip ourselves up, and most of us will bring the hands out in front of us, and then arrange your feet so that they can be flat if possible. And you could either kind of pulse the hips down a little bit. That's just not going to work for you today. You can have your hands right up here, and some of us are going to sit even more deeply. Put the hands in prayer, thumbs at the heart, and maybe rock back and forth a little bit. Gaze can be down, gaze can be up, really stretching into the hips. And then a forward fold. So the hips rise, the heels come in alignment with the toes, folding down. And a couple of times to lift and lower. So you can slide your hands to your shins, bring your chest forward. Breathe out, fold, reach for the ground. 2 more times. In breath is here. You can firm the low belly in to help extend your spine. Out breath is down here. Good. Bend your knees, turn your toes out, come on up, and slide your hands up until they come to the thigh bones. And maybe step your feet even a little bit wider. We're going to come into goddess. So sink down into your hips and lean into your hands. And to twist the upper back, pull your right shoulder back, your left shoulder forward, look right, sit as deeply as you can, widen the soles of your feet to the earth. Feel that twist ripple right up to the top of your head. And the other way. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Keep your hips low just a little bit longer, but bring your chest up, bring your arms into a T, bend at the elbows, spread through the fingers. Goddess. Good, wake up your leg muscles. And then 5-pointed star. Reach way out. Stretch as far as you can. Plant your feet. Kiss the earth with your feet. Reach out through the fingertips. Good. And then we're going to flow between those two. So goddess and 5-pointed star or lighthouse. Good. Reach, reach, reach. And then turn your hands out. Spread your fingers even further and comb through the air around you. Feel temperature where you are. It's pretty breezy where I am, so that's what I'm noticing. Until your hands come down by your side. And just pause. Breathe. Let's do a few warrior poses together. Take your right heel, shift it back, pivot on your left heel till your left toes are forward. Bend your left leg and just find this position where you've got the thighs opening, your arms can come into a T, really stretch long from the heart out to the fingertips, and then turn your gaze to the left. Look beyond your left fingertips. Sink down if you can. Turn your palms up now. Come out of the pose slightly. You can breathe in right here. Breathe out, come back, and push equally into both feet. Inhalation, exhalation. And this time hold. Again, root to the earth. Hug your thigh bones on, your thigh muscles onto the bones. And if you want to come with me, tip it back. Right hand comes back, left hand lifts, and just keep on leaning. Keep rooting into your feet. Stay stable, but of course there's a little movement whenever our balance is challenged. Side angle, left elbow onto left thigh, right arm comes up. Again, the hips are low to the best of your ability. Stretch really long, right foot to right hand. We'll go between those two a few times. In breath, come back. Out breath, come through. Sometimes they call this dancing warrior. Good. Warrior 2, triangle. Straighten left leg. Shift your hips back towards your right heel. Reach out as long as you can. And then as you tip it over, back of the left hand, inside the left calf. Lean your head back a little bit, pelvis forward slightly. Lift up, straight line, left hand to right hand. And breathe. Good. Rebend, left knee. Warrior 2 just for one last moment. And then hands to the hips. Well done. Give the hips a little shake. You might want to shake the upper body, twist it around, because of course we're doing the other side. Okay, shift left heel back, right toes to the right, bend the right knee, really get centered and anchored into your feet, strong through the legs, and then the arms into the T. Reach. Energize the underside of your arms if you can. Turn your gaze beyond the right fingertips. So you're really active, engaged, but you're steady, you're calm, you're focused. Turn your palms up. Inhale, come out of the pose. Exhale, come back. And every time you re-enter the pose, you could find a little something different to pay attention to. This time holding. Exalted warrior, tip it back. Left hand can touch the back leg. Reach up, breathe. Side angle, right elbow to right thigh. Extend long through the left side body. And then we'll dance. Inhale, come on back. And exhale, come through. Back to warrior two. Triangle, both legs are lengthened, hips shift back toward that left heel, reach out through your right hand, back of the hand, inside of the right calf, lift tall, lengthen your body as much as you can, breathe, reach. Good, back to warrior two for a moment. That's a lot of strengthening. And your hands to the hips. And then step your feet in together. Give everything a shake. Good. And then let's drop down onto the back for a reclining spinal twist. Good. Hug your knees in towards your chest first. Hope that feels good. Rock back and forth. And for your twist, if you want to be super gentle, you can put your feet down and your knees will tip to the side, or you can bring the knees in, arms into a T, and then slowly drop your legs to the right and keep letting them drop until they go as far as they can. Great if you can let your feet relax and rest down. Your knees to the right, left if you want. And take a few breaths here. Relax the whole length of your spine. Let your back ribs kind of settle toward the ground. Other side. Come through the center and knees drop left. Left hand can give a little press. Head might turn to the right. Let your body soften. Good. And then stretch out. We'll be here at least just for a few moments. I want you to feel the whole body just at ease. Allow the earth to hold you. Remember, wherever you are is sacred space. Ease of being. The breath is natural. Noticing any measure of peace or balance that is present for you. And if you're able to rest longer, do so. And so I want to remind you that no matter what is happening at the center of your being, all is well. At the center of your being, you are whole, you are complete, you are perfect, you are right where you are supposed to be on your journey. And I send you wishes for peace, health, and happiness now and always. Namaste.